Blessed are those who are persecuted because of righteousness, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. This is what Jesus said in Matthew chapter 5, verse 10, during his Sermon on the Mount. First, let's figure out what righteousness is. To be righteous means to be morally good and to do what is right. A righteous person lives according to God's law and will. But the only way to be truly good and do what is truly right is for God to renew our minds and transform our hearts so that we are like Jesus. Jesus is righteous, and if we are like Jesus, then we are righteous. Being righteous means that we stand up for what is right, even if everyone around us think we are wrong. God is the only person who is right all of the time. As long as we are obeying God and following God, we will be on the side of what is good and what is right. The world has different ideas about what is wrong and what is right, and that changes over time. So it is important to know God's laws for us to be righteous. Why would we be persecuted? Because of righteousness. Why would the world harm us or treat us unfairly or unjustly for doing what is morally good and what is right according to God? Because the world can have different ideas about what is good and bad. Sometimes being righteous means to be willing to suffer for the sake of others, to sacrifice our own comfort and safety for the sake of those who are in need. But remember what Jesus said. People who are persecuted for their righteousness will be rewarded. And the reward? The kingdom of heaven. God blesses those who put God's will before their own with the kingdom of heaven. A person who is righteous is a person who trusts and relies on God for everything. A righteous person is childlike in his or her trust in God. When we see that there is something wrong, we must speak out against it, even when it would be so much easier to not say anything. We must stand up for what is right, even when it means we have to face people who disagree with us, make fun of us, or treat us unjustly. Jesus promises that those who are persecuted for righteousness will be blessed. They will be rewarded, for their actions have helped to bring about a more just and compassionate world. They have helped to bring about the kingdom of heaven on earth. Be brave and stand up for what is right. Be willing to suffer for the sake of others, even if we will be persecuted for righteousness. Remember that Jesus promised that we will be blessed with the kingdom of heaven.